Hey y'all, Organizing Higher, welcome or welcome back. I share organization and productivity tips, tools, and resources. Be sure to subscribe if you're into stuff like that. Your ability to be productive is really dependent on your ability to stay focused. And your ability to stay focused is determined a lot by how well you are managing your attention. With that in mind, this video, I'm going to talk about apps that I found that really help me to get a lot more done and be productive because I'm able to control my attention a whole lot more. The first tool is called Pomofocus or Pomofocus, and it might be a phone app, but I only use it on my computer. I love using this because it's external to a browser and I don't have to worry about it picking up a tab or anything like that. But I like that you can customize the task that you're working on, and there's a paid version and a free version. I currently use the free version, which is enough for my purpose. I set a 25-minute timer. It will audibly beep at me when the time is up, and then it will start a short break. I also like that you have the option to check and see the tasks that you've completed over the course of all of your Pomodoros. And I also like that you can customize the length of each Pomodoro. I also love how simple the app is. I feel like with Pomodoro timers, it really should be as simple as possible. It's literally just a 25-minute timer and a 5-minute timer. We don't need a ton of bells and whistles for anything. And I like that you can make it very simple. I literally just start the timer. In most instances, I don't even put the task that I'm working on because I already know the task that I'm working on. And I just like that I can get down to business without a lot of bells and whistles or trying to overcome barriers or figure out how the app works. Next up is Forest. Forest is a really popular app for essentially discouraging you from looking at your phone. It takes the Pomodoro method and adds a gamification element. So you set an intention to focus for 25 minutes, and if you're successful, you're rewarded with a digital plant or a digital bush. And this works well if you like to see a reward for your work or you want to see a visual representation of your productivity. Like, oh, Monday I was very, very productive. Tuesday, not so much. This works well for me, but not as well as I would like it to. I mostly use Forest kind of sporadically, honestly, and I only use the free version. But when I do use Forest, it's because my phone is becoming a massive liability and I can't stop myself from accessing it or using it. But sometimes you still want access to your phone, but you just don't want access to certain apps on your phone. And that's where the third tool comes into play, which is Stay Focused. In the free version, Stay Focused allows you to block up to 5 applications, and if you want any more than that, you have to pay. Anytime you try to open an app during one of your restricted periods or open a restricted app, you'll get a customizable message that reminds you that the app is blocked. I use it mostly to block Instagram, so I've thought about adding YouTube. I've seen a huge reduction in my social media, especially Instagram, and it helps me to kind of break this bad habit of picking up my phone mindlessly and scrolling through Instagram. If there's something I really need to see for some reason in Instagram, or I really need to post something, or I really need to send a message, there is a way to pause the blocking of the application, though I definitely use that sparingly. And if I really need to do something on Instagram, I'll just go to my computer and do it. And the last app that I use for attention management is actually a meditation app called Insight Timer. If you're like most people I know, myself included, monotasking is just something you're not really good at. It's hard to focus on one thing at a time and to bring your focus back to that one thing when you get distracted. So using a meditation app like Insight Timer really helps me to practice refocusing my mind when I do have distractions. I'm not a religious person and there are religious meditations on Insight Timer, but I just love that I have access to like 60,000 meditations. I do pay for Insight Timer, but mostly because I find more value in the paid version and then the free version. That's because I can get access to things like the courses. I'm also able to pause and rewind meditations or pick up where I left off if I have to pause in the middle of something. The free version is definitely awesome and it does a lot if you just want to get started with meditation. And then if you find that you want more, you can definitely upgrade. So those are some apps that I'm using to help manage my attention. Like I said, it's really important to not just focus on how to stay productive, but really focus on how to stay focused. Let me know what other tools you're using to help manage your attention, if I've mentioned them in this video, or if there are other resources, comment below. That way we can share with each other. If you found anything in this video useful or helpful for you, please hit the like button. That helps me to get the word out about my channel, and it's really motivating for me and gives me good feedback. Thanks so much for watching and have a great week.